TV already, so I will have to turn it again. Okay, yeah. Try to listen. Take turn, alright? Yeah? Yeah. Oh, this day you go outside, right? And then you come in, right? Very good. What to do? Huh?
我们明天要回去了，才能让我们进来。
不想回去？
我们明天回去才能让我们进来。
啊 ，OK, that's very good. 非常公平。哦，这个可以。明天要回去了。哦。I am so sorry. 反正不管我在哪个国家都一样啊，都是中国人吗？讲中文吗？
大部分是中国人。
I don't understand. What are you? 不管你在哪国都一样啊，反正要来还是要去。也许我们要弄那个东西，那个什么山啊，那个什么叫什么？今天吉安山啊，真的是有这种吗？真吗？他们怎么弄的？那个人在哪里？讲也许不对吧？啊，台湾这么小，哪里有一个地方那么大的？他们在吉安山很大吗？有没有人知道？是你讲的吗 ？OK， 是谁属于吉安山的？吉安山哦，吉安山没有属于那边，不过知道哈。多大呢？啊？够不够给我们啊？啊？
够。
山这么大哈？
一个山。
嗯？
一个山。
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 一个山而已。
对。
应该够大。
啊？
应该够大。
山那是多的，怎么那么大呢？还有别的地方。不过不会够的，也许现在够。
先去再说。
Không mai thì không về.
Mai
về. Chị em không mai không về.
Về đâu?
Về
cái gì?
Trắng trắng từ cái mai của cái áo để quay.
Rồi sao? Kéo anh đủ rồi. Anh đâu có sao, sao người ta biết ở trong bận đồ vậy người ta biết không phải bận đồ transparent hay chưa? Cái này cũng có.
tất cả chị em
đời mà bận thì cũng được, không bận cũng ra. Sao? Về đâu vậy? Về Mỹ hả?
Dạ.
Về Đức, về
Đức, về Mỹ.
Về Áo.
Áo. Hà Lan.
Thì đẹp.
Thì đâu có xa lắm đâu.
Xa nhưng mà chúng con vẫn nhớ.
Thì mai mốt trở lại, ok. Oh my God, never enough, không bao giờ đủ đâu. Nhìn bao giờ chịu hết. So many rooms, why don't let more? If they don't need translation, you can always come. Okay? Maybe better older people or something. If they don't want translation, if they don't need translation. Elderly people, if they want to come. If they don't want, then young people. Okay, take care. Thank you very much. What is? Oh, I try to look. You know, it's like Barbara Streisand. She said, I'm not beautiful, but I know how to make myself beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, it's pleasant to see a beautiful thing, huh? That's why we put flowers and stuff. And I just blend in, you know? decoration, everything. You know, it's a pity if sitting here, all this beautiful thing. It won't match, you know. So I try to, color my life. Yeah, because of you. Yeah. Otherwise, we don't really need all this. Also, I'm too pale, too pale. Suppose somebody see me so pale, they think, wow, vegetarian, no good. They don't know about karma, They don't know why I'm pale sometimes. Okay, what is this? Oh, okay, I have to see again. My God, everybody wants me to go to their country. And I'm only one. Yeah. The transcendental body can go everywhere. This is the physical body. It's difficult, huh? Oh man, I forgot my glass. I remember the dog's vegan bone. But I forgot my glass. Dog's bone, vegan bone, I remember. But my stuff I don't. Okay, you want some? Less food is all the time. You also want it for your dogs, but I don't have enough vegan bones here. These are from Taiwan, from my company. So we just, bought some for them. Look at Abby and Benny is smiling. Right? You know this. They're really smiling their way up to heaven. Wonderful, huh? Hey, look at the happy people. Yeah, so beautiful. So how is the food today? Everybody has enough? Yes. Good. Even if not enough, 1 or 2 days you won't die. I promise. And if you die, well, that's what you want to do. This is a method to teach you how to die, no? Yeah. Originally, Kuan Yin method is like that, how to die properly. How to die every day. Practice dying. So that when you die, you don't feel terrible, yeah? And you're used to it. What is another day of dying? But this time may be real. According to Buddhism and the believer and the tradition, when you read sutra and all that, you have to put on incense, flower, and bow to the sutra first and thank all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in 10 directions, all respectfully, before you read it, okay? And then you cover the sutra also with silk or, beautiful cloth, and I just make it more popular, yeah, more easy, simple. And I apologize to all the Buddha. I say if I done something wrong, according to the tradition, my heart is full of respect. It's just that I cannot always do that. So please, all the sin, whatever I've done wrong, is all on me. At least other people, they hear the names of the Buddha, according to the sutra, they will get benefit. Yes. Okay, there is the story about another person here, similar, huh? Okay, I told you already, I promised you to talk about the fish, yeah? Okay, thus I have heard, this is from Anand again, huh? Once the Buddha was in the Save country, in the, golden garden of the billionaire named Kapkodok and the Prince Kita. At that time, there was a rich person. He's very, very rich, but he has no son. So both of them, husband and wife, went all over every every possible worshipping area to plead for a son. Because of their sincerity, yeah, she gave birth to a son, finally, yeah. And then one time, both of them went out into near the river, yeah, and playing and having picnic. And then because they're happy, so they're tossing their child up and down, up and down. This is the thing you should not do, okay? When we had the king and co, they put that scene on, that the prince keep, you know, like rocking the baby next to the water like that, is, you know, above the bridge. That is the thing you should not do with babies, so you might lose your hand and then you might get loose, you know, your grip, and then the baby might fall down. You don't do that on the balcony, you don't do that next to the river or anywhere. Except maybe in the bed, when you just cradle him a little bit, then it's okay. On bed, big bed, or on the floor, you know, carpet floor, then okay. Now, so, and then they were, the mother keep, you know, throwing the baby in the air, and then catch him, you know, some people do that. Keep doing that. Then she was so happy, you know, and distracted by the joy, and then the baby fell into the water. Oh my God! She screamed for help, and, you know, jumping around, and then a lot of people went inside the river, go in the deep bottom, but cannot find him again. So of course, the mother collapsed, you know, from pain and sorrow, blaming herself. For a long time, she was unconscious until people helped her to put ointments and medicine, then she regained her consciousness. At the end of this river, there was a little village. And there was also a very rich family. And the rich father also has no son. And he also went different worshipping area, you know, wherever they think is very successful. They keep praying everywhere, but didn't get any son. One day he told one of his servants to go out to catch some fish with a net at the river, and then he caught one big fish and brought home. And when they opened the stomach of the fish, the baby comes out, still alive. Yeah, and it's even a son. Yeah. Oh, they're so very happy, this family. And then they bathe him, you know, make him clean everything, and then bring it to the boss. Oh, the boss was so beyond himself with happy. He think, wow, up to now we've been praying for a son, so this is the heaven reward for our sincerity. This is a miracle. This is truly heaven sent. He believed that. Of course, would you know? You would? No, okay. And then they, of course, they take care of this child very well and give him everything he needs. Yeah. And then the other rich person heard that at the end of the river, one person caught a fish, and inside the fish was a boy. So the both of them, husband and wife, went there and have a look. Oh, when they saw, hey, this is my boy, you know, exactly is my boy. Because the other day, my wife was playing with him, and then so he dropped into the river. Unfortunately, you know, but this is so good. Thanks all the God that you caught him, and now we can have our son back. And then the other one, the other rich person said, "You are talking what? This is my son. God gives it to me. I've been praying all these years. So this son just suddenly came, That is truly God's will. I not give you nowhere. I give you nothing. This is my son, I keep." Oh, so then both of them, the husband and wife will say, "Oh, we love our son so much, and we have been in pain and sorrow all these days because we lost our son. Please, please, have mercy, return our son to us. Anything you want, we give." And the other man said, "I want nothing. I am rich, powerful. What do I want from you? This is my son, so you please leave." And so back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Nah? So they could not decide what to do. And then both the family brought the son to the king so that he can, judge what to do, can tell what to do. So they came up, and the one who lost the son say, "Your Majesty, this is really my son. The other day my wife was playing with him next to the river, and he fell into the river. So this is really my son. Please be fair, and help us to regain our son." So the other one, the one who who become the son, huh? Who not capture, huh?
Who got the fish?
The one who,
Discovered.
huh?
Discovered.
捡到了，捡到。
Got the fish.
You found the son, yeah. Also say, "Your Majesty, this is my servant, caught the fish. And then inside the fish is this son. It's not from this family. This is from the fish." Okay. So the king say, "Oh my God, only one child and two family claim him." Okay. So the king thought that he said that, okay, this child, both the family can raise him, take turn to raise him. And when he grows up, each family found a wife for him. And whichever family has a son, then that son will belong to that family. Understand that? Yeah. 2 wives and 2 family. Which wife bear the next son, then it belong to that family. Okay? So both of them thanked the king and thought that's okay, it's a not too bad solution. They want to obey the king's decision. So day after day, and day turned to months and years, and both the family raised him up, and both possession belonged to him, and each family marry him a wife. Okay. And one time he has to go to another area, another city, to do something. But it seems like it's a great affinity. Yeah. So when he finished his business, he saw the Buddha. By the way, when he was going around preaching in different places, and he saw the Buddha so bright, so much light around him, and he looked very, very significant a person. And a lot of people, follow him and became his disciples. So he felt suddenly very, very respectful. He felt like he found something that he wanted. So he went in front of the Buddha, prostrate to him, and then sit at one side to listen to the Buddha's lecture. After a while, after hearing the Buddha, he felt like his dried, dead tree became alive again. Like springtime again, after long winter. and then also there are rain, coming down, and then make all the buds come back. When he left to go home that day, he was so happy and excited, and then he want to become renunciate under the Buddha's protection. Everybody see the Buddha just want to become a monk and nuns, yeah. Even though, and it's like an iron will in him, like nothing will move him now, nothing will change that. Even though the both family give him a lot of luxury, money, and everything he needs, but he doesn't feel satisfied with that. He feel all this possession and richness. It's just like the cloud in the sky, If a little wind blow and then nothing is there. As is like the form at the ocean, when the wave come in, there's some form, but after a while, nothing. Yeah, that's what he felt about the possession and the existence of this life. So he wanted really to become a Buddha, to become a monk. So he told his desire to the both family parents. He said that beloved parents, something like that. When I was born, I already had this accident that the fish swallowed me up. Yeah, but luckily I'm still alive, or else I would have died already. I would have lost my life anyway. Yes. So, and I think about that, and I feel that nothing in this life is really permanent. Nothing is really solid and lasting. Even I have beautiful wives, or high position in the society, or a lot of possession, I feel this is all impermanent. So I would like to only become the monk, and then practicing the truth, then it would be the best, the lasting happiness, the true happiness for me. Please let me go. Then both the family feel, suddenly also enlightened, open their heart and say to him, it's all right if that's what you want. So both parents okay for him to go to become a monk. That's rare, huh? Normally one parent's already difficult. It's two parents and also two wives as well. Oh, he's really lucky, huh? Don't you think? Nah? Yeah. Even just to go on retreat is already very difficult with the wives or the husband, not to talk about both parents, both wives, and all the friends, everybody, let him just go like that, huh? Lucky guy, my God. Wouldn't you like to be like that, huh? Okay, and then after that he went to the Buddha's residence, and he prostrate or bow in front of the Buddha and said, World Honor One, human body is difficult to attain. Physical life is like illusionary dream. Yeah. So I sincerely want to leave it all behind and come here humbly beg you to accept me with your merciful heart, merciful compassion, to be one of your monk's disciple. So the Buddha say, welcome, welcome monk, And then he became a monk. So simple, huh? And then all his hair will be gone off, and then his body changed into the chasa monk's clothes. And he gave him the Dharma name Trong Tin. And he was very diligent and concentrate in his new life. And then after a while, not too long, he attained Arahant position. Yeah. Seeing thus, I, Anand, asked the Buddha, not I, okay, I wasn't there. I mean Anand. Anand kneeled down and begged the Buddha to explain how come, what kind of merit did this monk Trong Tin has saw in the former life, so that he even went through the fish mouth into the fish body so long and did not even die, not even from suffocation or the acidity from the fish stomach, they digest anything. Yeah. And then, even then, he has the fortune of 2 families. And then now even can come here and be one of your disciple monk. So the Buddha say, Anand, listen, a long time ago, yeah, there was a Buddha appear on this planet also. His name is Dibati. One day, he was preaching to the great assembly, and there was a rich man went there to listen to the Buddha talk. And then at that time, the Buddha was talking about the merit of charity, of charity. And also the merit of keeping the 5 precepts, yes. And then he was so happy, very glad to have the faith in the Buddha. He was very happy, and very suddenly his faith in the Buddha, born in his heart. So he asked the Buddha to accept him as the lay disciple, yes, to take refuge in the 3 jewels, mean the Buddha, the Sangha, and the Dharma, the teaching. Buddha, the Sangha mean monks, and the Dharma mean the teaching. Because, and then after he, of course, he also take the vow not to kill, not to kill and not to harm. Ahimsa, our first precept, right? Yeah. Oh my God. It's like I'm another person. English run away from me. All right. And after that, take refuge in the 3 jewels, he take out one golden coin and give it to the Buddha, offer it to the Buddha. Because of that, so life after life, his merit is, immeasurable. On this world, not many people can compare to him. Yeah, in richness and merit and health and all the good things as he has. Yeah, Anand, that rich person at that time, this now is a Trong Tin monk, Bhikkhu. Bhikkhu means a high monk already. Yeah. Sami means lower monk, just novice. Novice, right? Or novice? Huh? Novice, yes. So he's already Bhikkhu, meaning high monk, high priest. From then on, from that time until now, Trong Tin has enjoy richness and honor for 91 aeons. Imagine, just a number, but meaning a lot, yes. Because you will see that Buddha always mentioned that. If somebody has a lot of merit, he will say 91 aeons. Buddha love numbers. Yeah, you know, the eight noble paths, the 4 noble truths, the 12 affinities, you know. Huh? The 3 jewels. etc. Yeah. Then 84,000 means to enlightenment. Yeah. 18 arahant, 500 bhikkhu, whatever that is. Huh? He likes numbers. Just to make sure that the assembly understand, yeah? Because without a concrete number, maybe people cannot grasp it very well. Just say, oh, it's a numerous lifetime. It's a numerous, how long is numerous? I keep thinking, you know. So he just has to give them a number, yeah? Yes. And the 5 precepts, the 10 good merit ways and all that, everything he has a number. So make sure that everybody cannot argue anymore. Like, do only 4 is good enough or not? No, 5. Okay. And then because of that, and nowadays he could enjoy the both prosperity and richness from both family. And because he always keep the first precept very, very sincerely, the non-killing, the ahimsa, the non-harming others. Therefore, even the fish cannot digest him, cannot kill him, yeah? Swallow him, but cannot do anything about it. And because he also take refuge in the 3 jewels, yeah, that is the... And therefore, today he has a chance to meet me, to bathe in the truth Dharma, and attain arahant position, free from life and death in the 3 realms. After hearing all this, I, Anand, yeah, and all the people there, so happy, and their faith is multiplied, and they sincerely want to continue practice. And they bow or prostrate to the Buddha and then left. Okay, huh? Good? This also that is another short story. Yeah. Any question? You see, keeping just even 5 precepts. Yeah, especially the non-violent precept, no killing. Then you live forever. You can try, you jump into the stomach of the fish and then tell me if the Buddha say the thing correct or not. The Buddha don't tell lie. He's a Buddha already, yeah? Life after life, he sacrificed a lot. Therefore, he became a Buddha. That is for ordinary sentient beings. Yeah? Ordinary person can attain Buddhahood by being sincere, morally stable, keep the precepts, and sacrifice for others. But the Buddhas were very, very extreme. I tell you one story, okay? Yeah, one story. One of the sacrifice. Otherwise, if I read all of this sacrifice, it takes forever. But one day, if we have more time, I will read it. Yeah, it's a lot, and my talent of translation nowadays is terrible. So I read a short story.
Charming way.
What?
The translation is very charming, so it's so enjoyable.
Thank you, thank you. Typical. She always praised me. She always make me feel good. Thank you. Okay, so I couldn't find the other one, so I just read one. The one of this is similar, okay? A little bit extreme also. The Buddha, he sacrificed everything so that one day he will become Buddha. Whenever he sacrificed something, he vowed that from this merit, I just want to be Buddha. I don't want to be the Brahman, I don't want to be Vishnu, I don't want to be the king of the three worlds or nothing. I just want to be Buddha, enlightened master, so that I can help others enlighten and lessen their suffering. Yeah, that's why. But life after life, yeah, countless lifetime that he sacrificed a lot. That's why I told you I don't want to be a Buddha. I don't want to come back and be Buddha. If it has to be so many lifetime like that, I just practice Kuan Yin method. Yeah. Okay. Oh well, because before many lifetime he was even king and queen and all that. What time is it now? Maybe we could do it, huh? Are you sleepy? Okay. Okay, then I try to read this one. Maybe just half and tomorrow another half. Okay, huh? Yeah. Just to let you know why I say I don't want to become a Buddha. Okay. This chapter, title, Brahma asked for Dharma, you know, the truth, the teaching. Thus I have heard. One time the Buddha in the Save country, in Tiantang ashram, he has another ashram. Eh? People keep offering different ashrams so he can come and go and stay with his monks. Because of compassion, sincere compassion to save sentient beings. In order to save all sentient beings and all that, he has sacrificed and worked very hard, life after life, so many lifetimes. Very, very tiring and suffering a lot to become a Buddha. Yeah. When he first attained Buddhahood, he felt like it is so difficult for anyone on this planet to aspire to Buddhahood, because he has been doing so much sacrifice and suffering. Understand, life after life, he can look back and see. So he thought, no one can do this. Yeah. So he thought to himself, it's too difficult, too difficult. All the sentient beings, their ignorance is so deep, so profound. And this ignorance is like poison into their system, yeah, into their mind and their soul, their heart. So their mind, their heart is very chaotic, yeah. It's not stable, not in good condition. And their concept is very narrow. Their wisdom is zero. Mostly they follow the not correct way of teaching, yeah, the incorrect way of teaching. So difficult to now to teach them the truth and to bring them into the right path. So he was shaking his head. He said, even so, in this case, even if I continue to stay in this life, it's useless. No use, no use. It is better, maybe I go to the emptiness of nirvana. It's better. And then the Brahman, the king of the third world, third level, he looked down and he heard the Buddha's thought. So he flew from his throne, from the third level down in front of the Buddha. He greeted the Buddha, very respectfully, humbly. And then he kneeled down with his palm together, respectfully say to the Buddha, I prostrate to you, World Honored One. Just now, I receive your thought that the all beings on this planet are so difficult to teach, and then you want to enter nirvana. Because of that, I came here and beg you to stay on this planet to to give the teaching to all beings. Actually, this word it means truyền pháp, meaning like initiation, kind of, yeah. So that the light of the truth will spread all over the world as well as in heaven. So all beings will bathe in your merit and your blessing. Then they will be liberated from life and death, and from the lower birth of animals or devils, ghosts, hungry ghosts, and in hell, etc., etc. And they will be peaceful in Buddha's land. Please be happy. Please be compassionate and open your mercy to receive, to accept my request. It's very difficult. They have old type of writing, very, very respectful and a lot of prostration to you and this and that. It's very difficult for me to translate into a modern language, Yeah. Even if they don't prostrate, they would say, I prostrate, meaning very respectful. Or maybe they touch a Buddha with their head, or maybe not. They would just say very humbly like that, as if they prostrate. So the Buddha said, oh, you have such a good heart and pleading for all beings. Okay, then it's not so bad. But I observed, that all beings are so covered with the ignorance dust of life, and they only running after sensual pleasures, high position, name and fame and richness, and they just eat and sleep, indulge in physical pleasure, in anger and in hatred, and their heart are so blackened, has no wisdom in it. So I think even if I stay here on this planet, it's useless. It's a waste of time and energy. Therefore, I want to go to nirvana, enjoy better. So the Brahma king, the Brahma god, say again, I prostrate to you, Honored One. Just a saying, may not be that he prostrate physically. It's just a very respectful talk, like I bow to you. O Honored One, please have mercy toward me and all others in the heavens as well as on earth, because we are covered by the ignorance way, life after life. They don't know where to go. day and night, they are just, faster, right? No, like, feathers. Yeah. In this kind of bondage, don't even know when they can be free. So please have mercy. They say it better than this, but I just make it shorter. Even he begged for heavens as well, heavenly beings, in the three worlds. Not just the humans are ignorant, heavenly beings also, after their marriage is finished, their flower on their head, the light on their head would be dim and wither, and then they die. Either be born again in humans' world or in animals' world even. If there's no enlightened master been teaching them since they were on earth already, then even in heaven nobody teach them. They had no master. They belong nowhere. They just enjoy the heavenly pleasure for a while, depends on how much merit they had, and then they die like everyone else. And then they're very sad before they die because they know exactly they are dying. It's not like us even. We don't even know, so boom, we die. Okay, fine. It's quicker. You don't have to spend days or months or weeks worrying about you dying and knowing where you're going. Down, lower level, knowing already. And there's nothing you can even do. With all your power in heaven, nothing you can do. The Brahman said to the Buddha, right now, it seems like the Dharma will be elevated, will be spread out. It's a good time to teach other beings. I have seen that there are many beings will be enlightened, will be saved by your blessing, by your teaching. So please stay here and help whoever you can. Yes. Because I remember in so many countless lifetime, countless kalpa, countless eons, because of us, all beings, that you have gathered even just one stanza of the truth, or one paragraph, quadrant of the truth, because you wanted to know the truth so much. So even you sacrifice your own life, you forsake your wife and children, you sacrifice for the truth. Very scary, very frightening in way. So no one can even compare. No one can even do what you did all this lifetime. Because of that, because of all this, and now you have become Buddha. Because of us that you wanted to become Buddha, and because of us that you sacrificed so many lifetimes. So now you have become Buddha. Please don't forsake us. I feel goosebumps too, I feel very touched too, for what he said, yeah. Now that World Honor One has already attained the ultimate goal of your life that you wanted, but all of us are still like grass on the ground, covered by thick fog, yeah? Fog, right? Dew, huh? Yeah, fog. So many lifetime, and waiting for the sun to dispel all this covering, so that we can see. You can see the light, and it can bud into flowers and beautiful beings. Yes. I prostrate to you. I beg you, please do not forsake us and go into nirvana. Not so soon, he said. Yeah. And I remember another time, it's a very long time ago, there was a king named Tuloba, also on this planet. He has he ruled over 84,000 smaller country. I just told you numbers. It has to be 84,000. Many times he mentioned that. Even in not this king, but the other king also rule over 84,000 and have 10,000 great officers in the court, in his court, etc., you know. And then he has, he has 60,000 mountains and rivers, meaning his country is big, yeah. It has to be number. It's more visualizing, you know. It's more concrete, right? If you say, a lot of mountain and river, we cannot grasp, you know, the mind. So he uses numbers all the time. It has to be 60,000 mountain and river, okay? And then he has 800,000 smaller. What is it like in Africa stuff? Tribe, huh? Yes. Those are tribals, yes. And then he has 20,000 wives. And he had 10,000 great officials, in court officials. Well, in the old time, they have wives and they have concubines and they have, ladies in waiting and servants and all that, and all included. Because once in the former life, in the former time, even recently, like say Qinglong dynasty or something like that, not far ago, not long ago, the king always have a lot of ladies. Yeah, he has one wife and two second and third wife. In case the first wife cannot bear a son, then the second wife or the third wife. Or maybe the first wife is in a bad mood, then he go to the other. So it's convenient. No need to wait or beg her to reconcile or thing like that. He's a king, he can't just say, sorry, honey, come back. She went back to mother, and then he went to the second or the third. He's a king, yeah? And then apart from that, he has concubines, which he probably never touched, never seen. But he must have. It's for his dignity. I don't know why they do that. And so all these virgin maidens had to offer themselves to the king, either voluntarily or by force, yeah? And then they would never, ever marry again, marry anyone else. They belong to the king, even though the king probably never saw them, never have anything to do with them. But they have to be there for him, in case he ever wanted. And they're not allowed to marry anyone else. Yeah. If they have, kind of side affair with anyone and caught that is chop head, both. The boy and the girls. Yeah. And all the boys are useless anyway. They're all eunuchs. You know what I mean? Yeah. All cut, chop. Useless. So that's why he has a lot of wives. He wants to make sure all the boys are chop. Chop off, where, right? So they cannot mess up with his 2,000 wives, 20,000 wives. My God, what can the king do with 20,000 wives? I'm telling you, even one wife is a big headache already. What's he doing with 20,000? But this is a tradition like that. Kings have a lot of wives. He take any he wants, any of the concubine. Or maybe he doesn't, but it's there for him all the time. Understand? And then they do something else then. Maybe they serve the queens, they do something, just a pastime. Or play with the eunuch, yeah? Okay, yeah, I'm talking a lot. It's not Buddha stuff, huh? Yeah, but just in case you don't know, just in case you wonder why the king has 20,000 wives. Oh, yeah, this is the way it is, you know? Yes, the way it was, huh? Okay. And nowadays, if you have second wife, whoa, trouble with the law or whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Still exists.
What, love?
It still exists.
It still exists? Where? In Arab? Maybe in some countries, some smaller country. Kings or maybe... Yeah, not only the king in the old time have many wives. The court officials, you know, or any rich person, any rich man, he has 7, 10, 20 wives, no problem, or more, you know. And then whoever is not caught by his blue eyes, then they become like more or less a servant, yeah, doing things in the house, serving the big wife or doing anything, yeah. But whoever among them bear a son, then the elevated status, you know, become the third or fourth or fifth wife, whatever, yeah. Has to be son, okay? We women are nada. In the former time, we are nothing. Always a man. Maybe that's good. That's why God make me come into this woman body, just to show him. Just to show him that we women can do some. It has some effect, no? Yeah. Nowadays, we have many prime minister women, president women. Thank God, huh? Thank God. And high officials, also women. Yeah. And a high banking official woman, yeah. Like Christina Lagarde, for example. Yeah, they're all powerful now. They're powerful. Even India have female president, yeah? Before, yeah? Maybe still there? Not Indira Gandhi, recently. A new one. President. Yeah. Not Indira Gandhi, no. Now.
That was Pakistan.
A few months ago.
No,
Yeah.
she was the president.
No, Pakistan is another one. What did you say? Yeah. She president or prime minister?
President.
She was president. See, told you. You India, you don't know nothing. Yeah, what did you say?
No, she's the president.
Yeah, you good. Now you know. Okay, just so rare to have a president and you forgot, huh? This is a thing that you should never forget, right? It's so rare, So rare. What?
I'm also Indian.
You are Indian? Oh, you look like Indian to me. Blonde hair and all. Blonde hair and fair skin.
We're Zoroastrians.
Oh yeah? Good for you. See, woman, we know more than you, huh? Look at that. What kind of Indian is he? Huh? Just eating curry and doing nothing and don't even read the newspaper, don't watch the television. What you been doing all this time in your life? Okay. I don't understand this kind of man, do you? No. Okay, now. Where else? Where were we? Okay. I remember the Brahman God, the God of the third world, the highest level in the third, in our physical spiritual dimension. Yeah. Lower physical spiritual dimension. Even Brahman came and begged the Buddha, the enlightened master, to teach, to enlighten him and all his heavenly beings, not just the humans, not just this physical level. Understand? Because Brahma also one day kaput. Yeah, when his time gone, his world also dissolved, just like our planet one time, or not. You see? Yeah. So he said, he came and begged the Buddha. Also now he said, I also remember your word honored one. Word honored one is one of the title, respected title that people address the Buddha. Okay? Yeah. He has many, like World Honor One, Arahant, Enlightened One, Buddha, okay, like that. Or also Heaven and Earth Master, also many names like that. It's just honorary title, honor title. He has 10 honor titles, but I don't remember all. That's enough for you anyway, okay? 10, also 10. We can't run away from numbers with him. Long time ago, there was a king named Tuloba, also on this planet. He has, okay, already say many thousand already, huh? Okay. And then at that time, his moral, his fame, and his power, no one can compare at that time. He is absolute, you know, the master of all the kings. Because all his subjects and all the sub-subjects rely on his merit, his moral store of merit. So all of the countries very prosperous, happy, and peaceful. Yeah. So everyone is very, very glad, and they worship him. But one day, he was thinking to himself, concerning material possession and comfort, I lack nothing. But concerning spiritual practice, to be able to liberate others, I don't have. If a human just live with material gain only, or following sexual desire, thing like that, you know, physical desire, then the heart is just like trees and wood, yes, or pebbles and stones. And then to invite four disaster come into his life. That is, being born, you know, painful when you're born, you know, painful. It is said that when because we say, why is the Buddha included being born as one of the disaster, you know, for the human being? Because according to scientists, when the baby is born, their skin was like many of the very painful, sore, you know, and a lot of radicals and bacteria attack them right away. Yeah. If they has not been protected by somehow by themselves or by the mother's DNA or with the mother breast, that's why they always recommend that the mother should breastfeed their babies, because the mother's milk from her own breast will give the baby more protection than any other's medicine can afford. So it's very lucky for any baby who is breastfed by his own mother. Yeah. So he included. At that time, there's no scientific proof, but the Buddha already know being born is a pain. You see, the four pain, the four disaster of human life is being born, getting old, getting sick, and die. So it's a four noble truths, he said. How noble can that be? Born, die, and sick. What do you call it? Four noble truths. Okay, fine. Yeah. All right then. So it's not different than any animals, you know, just eat and sleep, and even laying on top of the pool, you know, on the dung, and don't feel anything, just to pass time. It is my fault, the king thought. I have to find a way. It is my duty to find a way to liberate them, to liberate all these ignoramus that he mentioned above, okay? After thinking first, he posted, how you say, ít thị, huh? Help, flyer. Yeah, okay. Huh? He posted the, huh? Yeah, he posts messages, yeah, and a flyer everywhere, taping on the walls everywhere, and asking all the people under the sun, anyone who knows about the truth of enlightened saints, you know, to liberate other beings, can come and teach me. And then whatever that person wants, I will give, without reservation. Yeah. He probably thinking just all the store of jewels and money, and you know, even his kingdom or even his throne. Yeah. Okay. So, there was the God again. You know, the lower God of the astral level. Hear about that, see that. So he want to come down and test the king. This boring God. There is nothing better to do than making trouble. Yeah. Story after story, you will see. All this kind of God keep coming and making trouble for the Buddha. The poor Buddha, the poor Buddha to be. He's just a mortal, right? He has no power, nothing. He has only a sincere desire to liberate other beings, his subjects, for example. And then they have to come down and make trouble. You see what trouble he make. You will see. You will see, and you cannot love them. Thank God we're not going there. We pass by, yeah? Hello, and say sayonara, you know. Pass by the astral level. But be respectful, huh? Otherwise he come and test you, and then I don't know what to do. Okay, this God Koti Samong, he's one of the king in the, probably astral level. He came down. He changed himself, you know, he used a magical power to change himself into a vampire. Yeah. The face is very, very blue and green. No, green and blue. Sunlight. It's a glowing green kind of, you know, ugly green. And his eyes is so red like blood. And his teeth are as big as the banana. And it protruded out like fangs, you know. Banana, banana, banana. Probably his mouth will look like a bunch of banana. Okay, must be scary. Yeah. Yeah, and then his hair is growing upward, you know, standing up. Probably he used some kind of spray, you know. Gel, huh? Hair gel. Probably bought it from supermarket and take it up like those junk nowadays, you know, punky people. No, hair all stood up. Yeah. And his mouth, you know, the fire comes out from his mouth. I guess he has some oil inside and then pull out, you know, like those people. And then, you know these circus people? They can do that. Probably that's what he does. No, he's not. He's just making trouble. He's just making himself look like a trouble already. And then he came in front of the palace, torn away tear away the flyer, and then say to the gatekeeper, "You go inside. Tell the king, I know the truth. I will teach him. Let me in quickly. If he wants, I will teach him." Okay, the gatekeeper was okay. Quickly go inside and say, "Your Majesty, outside there is a I don't know, a being or a person or whatever. His appearance is terrifying." Yeah, but he said he professed that he know the Buddha's teaching, you know, the truth, enlightened teaching. So he want to come in and teach you. Please tell me what to do. So the king was very happy. Oh, he put on his hat, you know, his crown, wear his majesty clothes, you know, the best appearance, and come out to the gate and greet that person and invited him in. And then he even let that terrifying being sit on his throne as a sign of respect, just to show how much he's thirsty for the truth knowledge, understand, and how humble he was, how sincere he was in this matter. That's what it is, okay? He wanted to show that. Probably that's what he felt, oh, so rare, so rare to have the truth. And then he treat him like God, of course, right? And in the next morning, he prepared a very high dais, beautifully decorated, maybe similar to this, okay, or better. And then he served him meals and drinks, and then he asked all his musicians in the court, playing music, singing song, welcoming, and dancing and all that, welcoming the teacher on the dais, on the platform. And then all the court officials, and the citizens in front of him, in front of the teacher. And the king come out, greet the teacher, and kneel down, prostrate in front of him, this terrifying person. Imagine, huh? He must be really, really sincere. And he prostrate in front of the teacher, this terrifying vampire looking, and requested, plead for the truth teaching. So the vampire said to him, king, to learn the truth is a very difficult thing. You want to hear it? It's not easy. I'm warning you. Okay? Not teaching yet, just warning. And the king say, very humbly, please, sir, please have mercy and compassion and on us. We are ignorant. We don't know how to request properly, and respectfully. Please teach us how to do it, so that we can hear the teaching. And the teacher, the vampire teacher said, if you bring your wife and children here for me to eat, then I'll teach you. I told you it's scary. I told you I wouldn't want to be Buddha like that. Okay. All right. So, after the king heard that, he obeyed him and said he will obey and do that, what he wished. So he came back to the palace, called his wife and children. He said, I have to tell you this. Husband, wife, parents, children, loving each other, clinging to each other, but it's only in the cycle of life and death, of impermanence. Even so much love one day must separate. Even so much attachment one day must cut asunder by death or disaster or sickness, anything in this world is not real, is not permanent. So because I want to find a real way, the truth, in order to liberate myself also, and for you also, meaning the wife and the children. Therefore, I want you to offer your life to the teacher, because that's what he wanted, so that I can learn how to become Buddha. What do you think about this? The wife, not you. The wife. I'm still telling the story. If I don't, I would warn you in advance. What do you think the wife say? Huh? Do it? What? You crazy? Anyone else? Any idea what the wife would say?
She agreed. She will agree.
To agree. Anyone else? You're mad? You crazy? No? No. So, they agree. They kneel down in front of the king. Say, we will obey your command. Yeah, just like that. Probably that's, at that time, the wife must absolutely obey the husband. The children also. But maybe because they also know this is for good cause. You see, probably the king is such a true seeker, sincerely true seeker. And so the wife and the son already knew that, yeah? And also became used to it, his idea and his way of, searching already. Huh? Abraham?
Yes.
Yeah, he also sacrificed his son, but then finally the God didn't kill the son. Yeah, but he killed the goat. What kind of God? Oh, maybe it's just symbolic, Yeah, he probably won't kill the goat either. What kind of God who need to eat the goat anyway? Then I won't worship him. But the Buddha was so desperate, he was so sincere, and so pure in his heart, that he doesn't doubt 1 second this kind of teacher, who even asked to eat human flesh before he even teach the truth. You understand? Nowadays, even you would say, I won't do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Probably I also say, I won't do it. But he was so pure, so sincere, so desperate. So they do that, okay? After having obtained the agreement from his wife and children, he brought them in front of the teacher, of the vampire-looking teacher, and give it to them. And then the teacher in front of the whole assembly, take them one by one, eat them. Yeah, I'm telling you. In a blink of an eye, he finished them. Alive. Everybody sticking his tongue out and, and shake their head and, you know what I mean, yeah? Oh, God. Everybody was so scared, so frightened, and so disgusted. I would be, too. Huh? We would be. At that time, all the court officials and the citizens saw that the king doing such thing, they don't like. They don't agree to that. They don't feel satisfied with that. And then they feel that the king is too superstitious, too stupid, too crazy in his belief. Yeah. But they do not know truly that the king do all that other human could never do, because he truly want to find a way to liberate others, yeah? So he sacrificed. The officers, and the citizens, they were just like, they compared it, just like those frogs that lay in the bottom of the well, doesn't see anything else except the well, a little sky in the well's mouth. Okay, after, he say, to be able to see far, yeah, and know wider things, wider knowledge, not every mortal can understand. Yeah. So nobody understands the king. That's what I meant. Yeah. Okay. Now, after eating all the beings there, the wife of the king, the queen and the princess, he read this stanza. It's a stanza, right? Four sentences. It's a stanza or it's a quatrain? Quatrain, okay. He read this to the king. He say, everything is impermanent. Oh, don't we know that? If you're born, then you suffer. You have to suffer. Meaning, if you have a human life, then you suffer. Don't we know that? If the king just came to us, even you can tell him. Right? No need to offer the wife and the children. So, everything is impermanent. If you're born, then you will have to suffer. The five senses, yeah, has no real substance. I and everything I possess is all illusion. That is the first stanzas that he gave to the king. And then after the king heard this, oh, he was so happy, so happy, so happy. What kind of king who doesn't even know these things? Yeah, I guess it's a different when you've spoken from somebody with authority and enlightenment. You know, heaven authority, instead of anybody who just say or read the book. It's different, huh? Maybe that's why. Just like initiation, it's different from being from a master or just reading whatever, you know, saying enlightened is good. You know, we all have Buddha inside and we all can become Buddha, blah, blah, blah. You see what I mean? Yeah. And then after that, he told all of his subordinates, copy these stanzas and give it to everyone in his kingdoms and the sub-kingdom. And then after the gardener, in the form of a vampire, saw that the king was really, you know, pacified and have no moved, because losing the wife and the wife and children being eaten like that. So he changed himself back into the glorious God again and said to the king, wow, precious, precious, yeah, you are really, Your Majesty really respect the truth. So therefore, it's not long after you will become Buddha. It won't be long until you become Buddha. And then after that, after he spoke to us, the queen and all the princes, you know, return back to normal. Yay! Yay! What a test, huh? Oh, goosebumps. Telling you. Just, you know, as normal, alive. So, how you say? World honor one. The King Tuloba at that time is you. It was you. Yeah, Buddha. Yeah, it was you. In such a long time before, you sacrificed so much for the truth. How come you have the heart now to forsake us and go to Nirvana? Yeah. And then he said, World honor one, I also remember another aeon, long time ago, in the past. Also on this planet, there was a king. This is many lifetime of the Buddha, né? There was this one already scary. You want to listen more? Yes? Okay. No, I'm fine. It's just that it's rarely that you have time to come here. I also have to take time for you, even though I also have other work to do. It's not like I don't have. But I'm also glad to see you, and I perceive your sincerity and your pure heart. So I also have to do my best for you. It's just that body is different from mind, you see. Sometimes I drive my body crazy. So I got sick and I got trouble, but what to do? If I have another person like me, then I would take turn, you know. Or maybe 7, then Monday, Tuesday. Monday I work, Tuesday I work. You all understood, right? Joko, you have? Okay. No need translation around here, no? Never mind. If you don't understand, just laugh and later ask a neighbor.